For the McConkey HE and tryptozoa agar on day 1, you're gonna take, this is what you do, you take 3 Q-tip, 1 Q-tip for each, okay? So you go to the bacteria each time, okay? All right, so slide, one more. Let's just do I just want to show you a negative catalase. All right, so I'm still talking about catalase, okay? All right, so 1 drop. Hydrogen peroxide in the middle. Okay, now I have streptococcus here. Now they're not supposed to give me positive test result, they're supposed to give me negative test result, but I don't know. I'll see. Okay, let's find it. Okay, I'm gonna take my bacteria. I'm just gonna grab my bacteria from here and we'll take out the bacteria here. All right, so okay. So let's mix the bacteria into the drop, and do you see any bubbling?
No.
Nothing happened, nothing happened, right? Do you see any bubbling? Nothing.
No.
Okay, nothing, right?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, so that's negative test result. Okay, so that was a very promising and quick test to find out if you have staph or do I have strep and entero. Okay, so that was a quick test. Now let's move on. Thank you. Now let's move on. So let's go down to what if you have oxygen bubble and so you have a positive catalase test. Let's go down this part of the flow chart. Now let's go do the next 2. Now let's go ahead and single out aureus from the other 2, the epidermidis and saprophyticus. There are 2 tests available. One of them is the blood agar. So let's take a look at blood agar. Okay, so blood hemolysis test. Now you have seen this before. So this is the blood agar. All right. So I don't have a blood agar with me, but how are you gonna inoculate the blood agar? And once again, the way to inoculate, you just take a Q-tip like this, a sterile one. So you open that, okay, and you dip it. So dip it into your liquid bacteria, okay, just like this, over the heat, and dip it and make sure it's wet, and then, okay. And then you just take your blood agar and you do your zigzag just like that a couple times, okay? And you put this into bleach, okay? So that's the way how you inoculate. And you let it sit in the incubator overnight. When you come back the next time, let me show you. So take a look. This is aureus. Aureus is the complete breakdown. You see it turns clear, okay? This is the epidermidis. Can you tell which one's which? Okay, epidermidis, there's no breakdown. The blood agar is still there, okay? This is aureus, it's beta, so it's 100% breakdown. So you see it becomes transparent, okay? So comparing the two, this is gamma, this is beta. This is gamma, and that's beta. Can you tell? Can you see? Yeah? Okay? All right. Okay? Now, same thing. Saprophyticus, which is also gamma, okay? There's no breakdown, and that's just the bacteria there, okay? So if you take it, look at it against light, one more time, okay? Beta, gamma, beta and gamma, okay? All right, so that's the way to tell, okay? So that was the blood hemolysis test, okay? All right, what else? And take a look. What about coagulase? So you have 2 tests available. You have blood hemolysis. You also have coagulase test. Okay. What about coagulase test? Right here. Okay. Let me show you. All right. Okay. This is okay. You have to look at it against light. Which one is beta? Which one you can see clear?
To the right.
This is beta. What about this
gamma.
one? This is gamma. Okay. Okay. This is also gamma. Both of these are gamma. There's no breakdown. Okay. That's beta. Okay? All right. Careful. It's hot. Could you burn yourself? It's hot. Okay. All right. Next one. What about coagulase test? Coagulase test. Okay? Now, you're going to have to take the rabbit blood plasma. Rabbit blood plasma. Okay? And this is what they look like. The rabbit blood plasma, it's not red because there's no blood cell. It's clear, maybe a little bit cloudy. So you have to take one of these, and you're going to inoculate this with your bacteria. Okay, so this is your unknown liquid culture. So you're going to inoculate this with this. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to remove the tape and take your loop, flame your loop, take your bacteria, although I have no bacteria in there. Okay, take your bacteria, insert the loop, okay, over the heat, replace the cap, and take your rabbit blood plasma, over the heat, go in and inoculate, just like that, okay? And that's the way to inoculate your coagulase test, okay? And that's it. And then remove, okay? Bring it out over the heat, and then just get rid of all the leftover bacteria, and then put the tape back. Just want to make sure it's not contaminated. All right, and that's it. And put this into the incubator. Let it sit overnight. When you come back the next time, you should see this. Okay. Positive, negative. The blood plasma solidify. Solid, solidify. Okay, solidify, positive test result. Negative, liquid. Okay, now who is going to be positive? Aureus is going to give you a positive test result. And the other two, the epidermidis and saprophyticus, is going to give you the negative test result. Okay, all right? So if you see this, you know your bacteria is Staphylococcus aureus, and you can stop there because this is very promising. Okay, but if you see this, you're going to have to keep going. You have to look for other results. Okay, but remember, the only problem with our unknown is we only have 3 days for this. We're supposed to have 4 days, but we don't have that time. So on day 2, regardless what the test result is, you're going to have to finish all the inoculation. Okay, because you don't have time when you come back on day 3. Okay, regardless of the test result. All right, okay. So that goes there. Okay, next one. What about, okay, so let's go down. So if you have a negative coagulase, then how are you going to differentiate between epidermidis? How are you going to tell the difference of epidermidis from saprophyticus? And we have 2 tests available. And let's take a look at mannitol saw agar. Mannitol saw agar right here. This is mannitol saw agar, okay? And this is the original. And actually, let me go grab the original. Let me show you the original. This is the original MSA. It has this reddish pinkish color already. There's no bacteria on it. Now the reason it's red pink because, and it's in your notes, because there is something we call phenol red, which is a pH indicator. So at pH equal to 7, it's going to be red. This is the original. So pH is equal to 7 here. This is neutral, and that's reddish pinkish color. Okay, so how are you going to inoculate this? Same thing. You're going to take a Q-tip, okay, over the heat. You're going to dip it into the unknown liquid culture, and then you come back here, and you just do zigzag. I'm going to do a couple times, just like that. Okay, and put this in bleach. Okay, and that's it. And then you put it into the incubator upside down. When you come back the next time, okay, so we have, okay, so we're down here. So we want to know the difference between Staphylococcus saprophyticus and epidermidis. Now both of them are staph, so both of them will grow. Strep is not going to grow on MSA. Okay, so both staph, this is saprophyticus, and this is epidermidis. So they both grow very well. However, this one turned yellow, which is mannitol fermenting, because these bacteria, they will break down sugar mannitol, and then they will produce acid, and they will change the pH from 7 to acidic pH. So the color is going to turn from red, pink, to the bacterial cell turn yellow, okay? So that's saprophyticus. And this one is epidermidis, and they're non-mannitol fermenting. They're not capable to break down sugar mannitol. There's no acid production, so the pH stays 7. So that's the original color, okay? So you should be able to tell the difference. All right, so that's mannitol cell. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, one more. What about novobiosin? Novobiosin, and we're down here. What about novobiosin sensitivity testing? And let me show you. Novobiosin right here. We're gonna take a Mueller-Hinton agar plate. This is my Mueller-Hinton agar plate. On the back, it said Mueller-Hinton, okay? All right, so you're gonna do a very dense inoculation, like this. Take the Q-tip, the liquid bacteria, over the heat, okay, and make sure it's wet, and then close, replace the cap. All right, how are we gonna do this? Very, very dense. We're gonna start from the top and just do slowly, and make sure every single corner of that agar plate has been inoculated with the bacteria, and go all the way, work yourself all the way down to, and then turn the other way, then turn this way, and do like that, okay? So this way you make sure every single space on that agar plate is occupied by the bacteria, and that goes to bleach, okay? And then we're gonna have to take our novobiosin antibiotic disc, okay? Remember I said this teeny tiny disc, it said MB, which is novobiosin, and 30 microgram there. So now it comes with this dispenser, okay? So all you need to do is you open this and just drop, just press this and drop one of those, and that will go in. Just drop this, okay? All right, so that goes there. However, this one is not, you want that to be in the middle. So you have to fix it, okay? How are you gonna fix this? You're gonna take the tweezer, okay? Now tweezer, be very careful, listen to this. Tweezer is too short. You don't want to flame your tweezer because you're gonna burn your finger. So how we're gonna make sure the tweezer is sterile? You're gonna take alcohol and you dip it in, and after dipping your alcohol, okay, you come here, you don't go there. One more time. When you dip this in alcohol, you go there straight. You don't go there. Because if you go there, we're all going to be on Houston Chronicle tomorrow. All right, so one more time. Okay, one more time. Tweezer, dip into alcohol, and don't flame your tweezer because it has alcohol. All right, now open this. Okay, pick this up, just like that, and then put it in the middle, at the center. Oops, it dropped. Okay, it's okay. No, just borrow this. We don't waste one more, so just borrow this. Okay. All right, one more time. Remember, Sheena asked about when you put them upside down, it's gonna fall off. So the way to do this, you use the tweezer and just gonna kind of pat on top of this to make sure it's stable. So just kind of make sure it's there. Just kind of pat on top of that. Okay. And then close the lid, and then put it, and then that's gonna be okay. All right, it won't fall off. Okay, and put them upside down in the incubator. Now this still have bacteria on, so you're gonna have to dip it in alcohol and make sure it's sterile for the next person. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's novobiosin. What about the results? Take a look. This is what we meant by, you see the bacteria grew, but here that clear area, and this is what we call the zone of inhibition, because the bacteria has been killed by the drug, okay? So bacteria is sensitive. However, this one also has a little zone of inhibition. But when you do yours, you have nothing to compare with. So how do you know if your bacteria is sensitive or resistant? You take the ruler and you measure the the diameter all the way across from here to there, or this